Hey everyone, it is good to be back. Sorry about my 2-day hiatus, but we're coming back with some news on Breath of the Wild of all things. And its sales in Japan because Zelda has never really traditionally been a huge seller in Japan, Ocarina of Time sort of being an exception. And we have some updated figures for lifetime to date when it comes to Breath of the Wild. And it turns out that Breath of the Wild is the best-selling Zelda game since Ocarina of Time, and in fact might become the best overall selling Zelda game in Japan in the history of the Zelda series. Very, very interesting. So here's the update. As of last week, the game has sold 957,752 retail copies in Japan. Again, retail copies does not include any digital sales. It is entirely possible it has sold 300,000 and surpassed Ocarina of Time already, but until Nintendo releases those figures, we just have the retail to go on. Plus, if we want to talk about retail sales, all of Ocarina of Time sales on the N64 would have been at retail. So, whatever. Either way, it looks like retail numbers are well on pace to easily surpass Ocarina of Time. Now, in addition, what's really fun about this is that the other best-selling Zelda game in the history in Japan was Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass sold 907,821 units. And on top of this, not only did Breath of the Wild surpass Phantom Hourglass, Breath of the Wild, these sales aren't including any of the Wii U figures. So we don't even know what the Wii U sales are. This is insane. Essentially, Breath of the Wild has definitely sold over 1 million units. Ocarina of Time, the aforementioned best-selling Zelda game of all time. I suppose I never gave the numbers on that. It sold approximately 1.25 million units. So, yes, Breath of the Wild in Japan is well on pace to becoming the best-selling Zelda game of all time in Japan. So not only is Breath of the Wild winning all these Game of the Year awards for last year, and like the seminal game that might have just changed the franchise forever, as every future Zelda game is open world, and blah, 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 blah. Reality is that it also might be the most popular Zelda game of all time, at least in Japan. Now, we don't have fully updated sales figures for the United States and all of North America and Europe and all that stuff, but from what I have seen, some preliminary figures on it, there's a chance, a small chance, but a chance, that Breath of the Wild, just the Switch version, not counting the Wii U version, could become the greatest selling Zelda game of all time. All of that, and the game hasn't even been out for a year. Think about that. Now, currently, there's a debate over what is the best-selling Zelda game of all time. Ocarina of Time is generally considered at about 7.5 million units to be the best-selling Zelda title of all time on a single platform. However, Twilight Princess actually exceeded that at 8.2 million or so if you combine the sales of the game on GameCube and Wii. But again, that's two platforms, still the same release, or roughly the same release, about a month apart. So there's a lot of debate there, but Ocarina of Time is still generally considered the golden child, the golden goose of sales. So, yes, very much so, Breath of the Wild might surpass that. In fact, the general sales figures right now have it anywhere between 5.5 and 6 million worldwide. I'm going to go out on a limb. This is crazy. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I think Breath of the Wild is going to sell over 10 million units when the Switch is all said and done. Yes, 10 million units. Don't readjust your volume dial on that. I'm predicting Nintendo's finally going to hit 10 million with the Zelda title. I might be proven completely wrong when the final sales figures for this year come out and it's revealed that, Breath of the Wild's only sold 5 million units. And is it going to sell 5 million for the rest of the Switch's life cycle? Probably not. But I am pretty confident here, and not only because Breath of the Wild is my favorite game, not only because I'm wearing this shirt, which I got from playing Breath of the Wild at E3 2016. Heck, sometimes when I wear this shirt around, there's some people who actually think I work for Nintendo because of this logo. I don't work for Nintendo. Just anyone out there thinks I work for Nintendo. I don't. But it's just crazy to me how amazing this game is. Not only that, after how many... I mean, Secret of Mana has been my favorite game for, 20 plus years now? And then all of a sudden, Breath of the Wild unseats it. It also unseats Zelda 2 as my favorite Zelda title. After all this time, something finally unseats some of my favorite games. And and now it's got the sales success to back it. It's got the critical success to back it. Is it the greatest Zelda game of all time? It is, in my opinion. In your opinion, maybe not. Maybe you like more dungeon-centric ones. In that case, I could see maybe how you might prefer Twilight Princess, which had very, very large and elaborate dungeons. But whatever the case may be, I am extremely excited about the success of Breath of the Wild. I have said this before, and I'll say this again. I play Zelda games for the thrill of exploration. Yes, the dungeons are fun. Yes, the boss fights are fun. Yes, combat's great. Characters and the story are awesome. But I just love exploration. It's why I played the game as a kid, and it's why I still play the game now, entering the year that I turned 32, which is the same year the series turns 32. Coincidence? Anyways, folks, you let me know what you think about these amazing sales figures and what your predictions are for the lifetime sales of Breath of the Wild just on Switch, not counting Wii U. If we throw Wii U in the mix, oh man, I mean, it could already be approaching 10 million. Who knows? But let's just, right now, give me your sales prediction down in the comments, type away, and maybe we'll revisit this video years from now when we're looking at Switch 2 and we're starting to close the chapter on Breath of the Wild sales. Let me know what your predictions are, and we'll see who's right. And who's ever right, maybe I'll end up giving them like a $5 Nintendo eShop card. Who's ever closest, that is. Anyways, folks, you obviously have my prediction at 10 million. Let me know what you think. I am Nathaniel Rumpeljans from Nintendo Prime, and if you like this video, you know what to do. And if you dislike the video, hit that dislike button. Subscribe for more content. And you know what? I'll catch you in the next one.